Okay, I want to ask you a quick question. Is Very Dark Man scared of anything? He came back from the EFCC detention and he said they have his phone and his car and stuff like that that they dare not charge him for money laundering. Is there anything he's hiding from us? First of all, let's look at his analysis of the GT Bank issue. He was saying that initially he was categorically defaming the Gravity Trust Bank and saying that they were illegally deducting his mom's salary. Now, he's not even coming out straight to us. You have been shady, Mr. Vincent, to say. You're saying that your mom took the first loan and she used to pay tithe. Which money is used to pay tithe? How can somebody pay tithe without knowing the source of that money? How can somebody do that? Please look at that information you're putting across. That's not intelligent enough to say. Your mom is your mom is not aware that she took a loan, but she paid tithe with it. Then again, it came on the second time, and the person she was working with. There's something you're not telling us. Instead, you clarify and you paid money to clarify that. Instead of you to now apologize to the bank and say, okay, there was a mistake. It was my mom that took the loan and stuff. You just came and said, yeah, you paid 400,000 to the account just to fund the account, just to clear it up and stuff like that. I think there's always something that's important that we do, that will come with clean ends, and we apologize when we are wrong. Okay, it doesn't make us like we are going to be wrong all the time, but that particular part you are wrong, you apologize. Now you're talking about the incident of you being kidnapped and taken to the EFCC cell. Then there was a part you mentioned. You said that you told there was something that the work you do that you are not telling EFCC, that you told EFCC, but you cannot say it to the public. That is not illegal, but it's not something you want to say outside because you get some things that we know good. Is there something that you're not telling us, the public? There's also a part of your recording that you said that you evading tax and you agreed that one. So are you saying in this 21st century you are not aware that you have to pay tax? You are working in Nigeria, saying that people that help you to run the ads on your Facebook, they're not in Nigeria. That's a very weak defense. I'm telling you, you are making your money in Nigeria. You're talking about Nigerian issues. Your location is Nigeria. You're meant to pay tax to the Nigerian people. Your audience is Nigeria, and these are issues that we need to talk about. I watched your video. They were so weak and feeble minded and stuff. So I believe that you can actually do something better and probably find a way to readjust yourself. But there's a kind of emotional manipulation coming to the fore with your narration. You will speak a part of your narrative that the commission might try to put your name in. That you are threatening the commission. What way are you gonna do that? You're threatening the commission that if they dare put your name and you drag them. So what will you do? You drag them, and what's happened to them? I don't understand. The courts we should decide. In fact, people just ascribe too much importance to this commission because the fact that they can do their own, but the courts will look at the evidence and the stuff and determine if you are guilty or not. So, my brother, I think these are the things that you need to do, and please, you can actually make your point without using insults and the derogatory words to pass your point. And I watched you the other time. Um, Speaking with talking about Nigeria Diaspora Commission DG, that's Abike Dabi, Madam Abike Dabi. He just said you give out in 48 hours and stuff. You don't threaten people, you don't give people 48 hours. Which power do you have? You must be an authority somewhere to give somebody 48 hours to do stuff. And when she corrected, whether she was wrong or not, you did not even align that you agree that you made a mistake, that you're meant to tap tag and NAPTIP instead of our agency and stuff. So your advocacy can be right, but or we can do it the right ways. And also you missed something about the other time about the Okoya, the stuff that you said you're now beginning to see that the EFCC is targeting Igbos. I don't understand why you play this tribal card. It's targeted by Igbo. Bobrisky is the only celebrity that has been sentenced, convicted of this naira mutilation. You said Bobrisky did not enter prison. Well, it's not about going to the prison. It's about the conviction itself. he was convicted, and these are things that we can see. So he has been convicted, and it's going to be in history that he has been convicted of these things like that. He has been convicted, and you cannot say that it can be removed from his own file, and that's just the way it is. I believe that advocacy can change, and you can actually do something uh, with your movement and stuff. So, my brother, I beg of you, please do not try to play on our intelligence. That was a very um, divisive statement to make, that they are targeting Igbos, and they try to create a narrative because of the arrest of Cubana chief priest and the e-money. I don't understand. Yabo Ojo was invited. Ewa Makun was invited. They are Yoruba people. The only celebrity that has been sentenced is Idris Okuneye, also known as Bobrisky. So where is it coming from that you're saying that something? So let us ask you again, back to the point that do you have anything to hide? Why are you giving us a prelude of what's going to happen? They said you're going to be charged to court soon. Wait for the charges to be brought to you. And I think there's a panic in your voice. The fact that your phone is with them, that you feel like they have locked out your iCloud, and your phone is with them. Probably you are panicking of what over what they could know. So the evidences and stuff. I don't understand how an activist, who claims to be an activist, can have information on the phone and goes around with that phone without having a duplicate of those things. So I believe that all these things are just a way to panic and to show that you have something to hide. Because if you have something to hide, why should you panic that your phone is with the commission and stuff? So let's watch and see. But I hope you understand this, and going forward we can with better people in our advocacy and stuff like that. You can actually rebrand yourself and make this your movement something that is structured in a way, and it's not just trying and error and stuff. Just like you make mistakes, we all make mistakes. You're not perfect, but you've chosen the paths. Whether you started well or you are actually delivering at this point, it doesn't matter. The point is that you can actually um uh correct these things. But then, is there something you're hiding that we don't know? Is there something that you are actually afraid of? Let the EFCC conduct an investigation. And please, it's not actually right to actually cast aspersions on an agency of the government, because if people lose trust in institutions, there's going to be a problem. I understand that people who are disgruntled with the activities of some of the officials of this commission and stuff like that. But let us not attack institutions. They are public institutions. The present ones, officers, they may actually come and go. But when you put a dent and the people stop trusting these institutions, there's a problem. And the court's going to actually, yes, it can be wrong. It's possible that yes, it can be wrong. They can actually be wrong. They've lost cases in a case. It doesn't mean that once the commission charges you to court, automatically you are going to lose. They are the prosecution. They are a party to a case. They are bringing the case over to your side and say, okay, this is what this person did. The court will evaluate the evidence and documents and everything, and they are pleased and rule who is guilty or not. So, Mr. Otse Vincent, Martins Vincent Otse, we actually awaiting the conclusion of the case and stuff like that. I think wisdom is profitable to the rector, and like I said, do not panic if you have nothing to hide. If you have something to hide, is when you will begin to panic. That's the point. If you have something to hide, is when you begin to panic. So watching your video right now is just like, I see it as like you're trying to waylay them with your thoughts in case now they arrest you or they charge you with those something. You actually incurred public sentiment to your case, which I feel is not going to help in unraveling the mysteries and the stuff they are putting across. And you cannot threaten the commissioner. You cannot put your name in front of London. You don't do that. You are actually giving a threat that if they do this, what will you do? And please, let's be careful with our choice of words and the things that we say. Thank you.